Fire pitch wiggly. I got to be in the stands today as the filming area was a little full. So we started off. Here comes Stars with Thielen with the puck. Sends it across to Jansky. Jansky takes a shot. Deflected by their goalie. Puck is out front, and now we get a whistle as it's covered. 14:38 remaining. Puck dropped, and puck goes towards the boards off of Rugemer's. Now out to the point. Stang sends it down into the corner. Now centering pass to Thielen, knocked towards the boards. And that one's going to sneak out of the zone. Picked up by Jansky in the back ice, sends it over to Sting. Sting sends it back up to Jansky. Jansky tries to bring it across, has it plucked away a little bit. And now Hutch will bring it into the zone. And that time it was sent back down as Barton races down there along with Martinka. Hutch coming out with it, trying to get it out of the zone. Now Akerson trying to get a stick on it. Barton gets it back. She sends one down, deflected. Picked up by Hutch, and they're going to try bringing it up. Now to neutral ice where Dolly gets it back and turns and sends it deep. Barton will pick it up with 13:26 remaining in the first period of play. Puck sent out to the centering pass, but it went a little bit far. And now here comes Hutch as we get a line change. Hutch tries to send one down, picked up by Dolly. Dolly has it. She's going to bring it across the zone. Now over to Hedberg. Hedberg brings it across center ice. Now into the zone, turns, sends it down deep. Jansky comes in, knocks that one towards the goal as Hutch will pick it up now, trying to clear it out of the zone. Thielen races back, tries to keep it in the zone. Now here comes Hutch up the ice. And they'll take a shot. That's just a little bit outside. That'll sneak out to their point. Point takes a shot, deflected by Hegman. Now over to Garner. Garner sends it up to Jansky. Jansky will bring it into the zone. Sends it back to Thielen. Now to Garner. Garner sends it back down. Jansky and Rugemer have it out front. Puck still loose out front of the goal. It's now sent down in the corner by the goalie. Sends it out as Paris steps up, sends it back down. Steps up again, sends it into the corner and around. Rugemer will pick it up. And Hutch will now pick it up behind the net and try and clear it out of the zone. Rugemer's there to send it back down to Martinka. Now out to Hepner. Hepner skates down, sends one down just a bit outside. Now into the corner. Picked up by Stang. Stang has it behind the net, looking for options. Stops. Centers it. Gets it back. Now centers it again. Nobody's home. As Hutch will come out with it. Martinka steals that one, but will get called for offside. As Martinka was trying to bring it into the zone, and Barton wasn't quite back yet. 11 minutes remaining. As Hepner tries to send it up ice, gets it to Martinka. Martinka to Barton. Barton brings it into the zone. Puck still out there. That one's going to sneak out of the zone. Picked up by Hepner. Hepner sends it over to Akerson. Akerson turns, brings it into the zone. Back to Hepner. Hepner down into the corner. As Barton has it now, sends it back out to Hepner. Hepner from the point. Sends one down, deflected. And here comes Hutch. That one was tipped, sent down. 10:21 remaining in this first period as Sting gets the rebound, sends it out to Bertram. Hepner will pick it up behind the net. Sends it out. That one goes to the point. Sting gets it back, brings it down into the zone. She's got some room, brings it behind the net. Hedberg's out front. Tries to center it, gets it to Bertram. Bertram tries to send one down, has it deflected. Hegling gets in there and sends it down into the corner. Picked up by Hutch. Hutch sends it down. Wagner comes off the bench and picks up the puck, sends it down. Now puck's at neutral ice. Thielen's going to come out with it. She tries to center one over to Jansky. Has it deflected by Hutch. And here comes Hutch back up the ice. Daly will pick it up in the far corner here. Near corner. Sends it across over to Wagner. Wagner sends it back over to Jansky along the boards. Out to the point. Point sends one down where Daly is. Daly trying to clear it out of the zone. Has it picked off by Hutch, and they send one down. And here's another shot. Just a bit outside. Rebounded by Jansky. She's got it behind the net. Turns, sends it up to Thielen. And now sent back in the zone, and we'll get offsides. As Barton faces out, puck comes over across the ice to Garner. Garner sends it up to Akerson. Akerson turns, sends it down deep into the zone. Picked up by Barton along the boards. Now Martinka back to Barton. Barton sends it across, has it picked off by Hutch, but now back to Barton. Hutch has it along the boards to Garner. Garner tries to send one down, has it deflected. Now back out to neutral ice. Garner will pick it up at neutral ice, gets it to Martinka. Martinka tries to bring it up, has it plucked away by Hutch. Now sent back to Hedberg. But Hutch will take off with it, brings it into the zone, comes in, met by Stang. Stang uses her body and prevents that one from going in. Now Hedberg with it. She's going to bring it across center ice and turns, sends it down deep with 6:57 remaining. Hedberg with it again, goes for a centering pass to Bertram. Bertram tries to send one down, deflected into the boards. Puck loose out in front of the net, but Hutch comes out with it. Now they'll send it up to neutral ice, met by Stang. And they come in. Now Bertram turns, sends it out of the zone. Hutch has it at neutral ice. Now turns and sends it in. Sting tries to clear it out, hits Hepner. Now rebounded by Hutch. And Rugermer has it. She's going to take off with it. Takes a shot deflected by their goalie up and into the net, and we'll get a whistle. 5:53 remaining in this first period of play. As Rugermer faces off, some sort of stick goes flying. I don't know what happened there. As Jansky plucks that one away, sends it back down into the corner. Picked up by Hutch. Jansky gets it back, sends it out to Dolly. Dolly from the point's going to send one down. And that one was rebounded, sent home. And the Stars will take a 1-0 lead. Jansky with the rebound. And they'll take a 1-0 lead. Akerson, Martinka, Martin, Wagner, and Dolly on the ice now for the Stars. Puck comes out. Hutch brings it into their zone. Shot blocked. As Martinka gets it, she's going to bring it up the ice now into the zone. Has Akerson and Barton with her. Puck's going to go down and around. Now it's loose as Barton races up there. Wagner gets their turn, sends it down deep. She's going to go off on a change. Puck comes out. That one's going to sneak down to this end as Paris has it. Or Garner has it. Paris checks on. Garner sends it over to Akerson. Akerson sends it across the ice over to Martinka. Martinka brings it into the zone. Met by Hutch. Garner keeping it in the zone. That one's going to sneak out now and go all the way down as Paris will get down there. Nope, they're going to call icing. And we'll go back down to this end. Puck comes out on the face-off, excuse me, into the corner. Bertram and Hegland in there. Comes back to Sting. Sting turns, sends one down deep, stopped by their goalie, and we get a whistle. 3:56 remaining in the first period. As puck comes back to Sting. Sting turns, sends one down. Just a bit outside, rebounded by Hepner. Hepner turns, takes a shot. That one's in. Player from the point with the goal as Stars will go up 2-0. Puck sent across from Rugermer to Jansky. Jansky to Rugermer, and Puck sneaks up, and the goalie's going to cover it. It's 3:30 remaining in this first period of play. Hepner with that last goal, as they were announcing. Puck comes out to Wagner. Wagner sends it down in the corner to Jansky. Jansky into Rugemer. Now puck along the net, picked up by Thielen. Thielen sends it back out to Wagner. Wagner turns, sends one down. Buzzes the front of the tower. Now picked up by Jansky. Jansky turns, sends one down. Off the side of the net, and Hutch will rebound. Stolen away by Thielen. Rugemer gets it back, sends it down behind the net. Thielen getting in there, knocking it away. 2:45 remaining. And that time they're going to be able to clear it out of the zone and send down to the other end. And we'll get icing with 2:35 remaining in the first period. As Barton faces off, puck comes back to Akerson. Akerson to Garner. Garner back to Akerson. Akerson tries to send it back to Garner, but Garner took off, and now the puck comes out to neutral ice, picked up by Paris. Over to Martinka. Martinka into the zone, sends one down on the goal, deflected by their goalie. Puck sneaks out, and Garner's able to keep that one in the zone. Akerson centers it. Now picked up by Hutch, and they're going to bring it up ice. Comes down, has it deflected. Garner has it now over to the boards to Akerson. And Hutch gets a stick on it, sends it back down. Garner has it now to Akerson. Akerson backhands it up to Barton. Stolen away and sent back down by their point. Now Paris. Now Akerson. Akerson gets a little loft on that one on the backhand and sends it down ice. Picked up by Hutch. Kept in the zone by Martinka. She turns, sends it deep, and we'll get a line change. And here comes Hutch up the ice to neutral ice, picked off by Hepner. Hepner turns, tries to take off, but Hutch turns and sends the puck back down. Now Sting sends it over to Hedberg. Hedberg turns, sends it down into the zone. And that one's going to sneak back out again. Hepner back to Hedberg. Hedberg turns, sends it down into the zone. 56 seconds remaining in the first period. Out to Hepner. Hepner trying to keep it in the zone, but Hutch gets it back. And they're going to call off sides on Hutchinson. As Rugemer, Jansky, Thielen, Hepner, and Stang are on the ice for the Stars. Puck down behind our net, picked up by Hepner. Hepner sends it back into the corner to Stang. Now sent out to Thielen. Thielen to Jansky. Jansky has it with Rugemer with her. She goes wide, tries to send it over to Rugemer, has it plucked away. Now Rugemer sends it to Jansky. Jansky centers it to Thielen as she's coming in, picked up by Hepner. Hepner out to Sting. Sting in the corner with it. 6 seconds remaining as Hutch comes out with it, sends it into the other corner. And that'll end the first period of play with the Stars up 2-0. And we'll be back for second period of play after these messages from our sponsors. All right, second period of play is going to start up here. As Barton will face off with Wagner, Dolly, Martinka, and Akerson on the ice. As the puck comes back to Wagner, Wagner sends it across ice. Tries to get it to Akerson, but picked off by Hutch. Hutch will bring it into the zone. Akerson with it now. Sends it across ice over to Martinka. Martinka turns, brings it into the zone over to Barton. Now back over to Martinka. Martinka centers it, but just Hutch was home, and their goalie covers it. 14:26 remaining. Barton to face off. Puck goes into the corner. Now out to the point as Dolly's got it. She's going to turn, sends it to Barton again. Barton has it out front, and it's plucked back out to Dolly. Dolly's going to turn, skates up a little bit, takes a shot, deflected. Oh, just off the tip of the goalie's stick, almost went in. Now back out to Dolly. Dolly turns, sends it down. Barton tries to get a shot off, swing and a miss. Gets it back. Now she's going to skate up with it. Tries to get a shot up, has some defense on her there. Martinka comes in to try and help. Now the puck's into the corner. Now out to Akerson. Akerson turns, sends one down. Barton has it behind the net. A little bit of defense on her. That one's going to sneak back out to Dolly. Dolly turns, sends one down, deflected. Now back out to Wagner. Wagner tries to send it in the corner, but picked up by Hutch, and Hutch is going to take off with it here. Brings it up ice, now into the zone. 2-on-2 as the puck comes across, picked up by Dolly. Dolly sends it out of the zone. Wagner sends it across over to Akerson. Akerson brings it into the zone. Takes a shot and covered by their goalie with 13:01 remaining. As Hagelin, Bertram, Paris, Hedberg, Garner check on for the Stars. Puck comes back to Garner. She turns, sends one down, and bounced and glove saved by their goalie. As they'll reset for a face-off. Hagelin to face-off. Puck stuck in between the ref's feet, but gets knocked out of the zone as Paris will get back to it. Backhands it up back to neutral ice. Hutch gets to it and brings it in the zone, but they're going to call offsides with 12:40 remaining in the second period. Hagelin will face off again with Bertram, Hedberg, Garner, and Paris on the ice. Puck comes over to Bertram. Bertram back to Paris. Paris tries to send it across. And she'll go back with it as Hutch pushes it back into the zone. Puck's out front. Now it's going to sneak out as their point tries to send one down, has it deflected. Paris gets it, sends it out to Hedberg. Now to their point, sends it back down. Garner will pick it up behind the net. Now Paris will pick it up. Uses the boards, has it stolen away. Now back to Garner. Garner to Bertram. Bertram along the boards. Tries to clear it out of the zone, but Hutch is there again to keep it in. That time, Bertram was able to clear it out. Hutch brings it back in, goes around one, comes up, takes a shot and in. And we got a 2-1 game. As Rugermer faces off, puck goes back to Stang. Stang to Hefner. Hefner to Jansky. Jansky will skate in with it. Has Rugermer in center. Has it in the corner. Goes for a centering pass. Deflected. Now sends it under behind the net. And as that one's going to sneak out of the zone, Hefner will race back and pick it up. And the back ice sends it across over to Jansky. Jansky's going to turn and has it stolen away. And that one's going to sneak out. Jansky gets it back, turns, sends it across the ice, deep into the corner. As Thielen races down there for it. Now Rugermer. Rugermer centers it now to Hefner. Hefner tries to send one down, has it deflected. Puck still loose. Jansky turns, takes a shot and in. As Jansky picks up her second goal of the game. Stars up 3-1. Martinka, Akerson, Barton, Wagner, and Dolly check on for the Stars. As the puck comes out, Akerson tries to backhand it into the zone. Stolen away by Hutchinson. And now Hutch will try and bring it up. Puck's going to dribble down into Peterson, and she'll cover, and we'll get a whistle with 10:32 remaining. The last game of the season, as district playoffs will start in 2 weeks from yesterday. From what we saw before the game, it shows that River Lakes will play at 7 p.m. on Saturday the 15th, as we got to bye the first round. And then they play, what time was it on Sunday? 4 o'clock on Sunday. So they have a little bit of break time. As the puck's into the zone, 10:57 remaining. Hutchinson's able to clear it out. Wagner's right there to pick it up. Over to Dolly. Dolly up to Akerson. Akerson backhands it between her legs into the zone. Now from the point, Akerson sends one down, bounces. Picked up by Hutch as Barton gets in there. Are they going to call a trip? Nope. As Wagner's able to keep that one in the zone. Comes up, takes a shot, deflected by their goalie. Now into the corner. That one's going to sneak out as Dolly's able to keep that one in the zone. And now into the corner. Hagelin to chase. Bertram getting a stick on it, keeping it along the boards. Puck comes out. And Hutch is able to sneak that one along the boards, and here they come. They have a 2-on-1 against Paris. Comes down for a shot, just a bit outside. Puck behind the net, picked up by Dolly. Dolly's going to turn and bring it up. Gets across the blue line, now into neutral ice. Hutch knocks it away. Now they're going to bring it into the zone. Met by Paris. Paris knocks that one away. They try and get a shot deflected off to the far side. Now the puck's in front of the net, and Paris covers, Peterson covers, and we get a whistle with 8:29 remaining in the second period. Stars up 3-1. As the puck's brought up by Rugermer. Turns, sends it over to Thielen. Thielen's going to bring it into the zone. Has it knocked back. And that one's going to be sent across the ice. Gardner's going to pick it up. And Hutch is going to come out with it now across. As 3 River Lakes on 1. And Hutch sends it across the ice into the corner, picked up by Garner. Garner using the board, sends it to Jansky. Jansky's going to turn, sends it across over to Rugemer. Now into the zone as Thielen will pick it up. Now Rugemer centers it to Jansky. Jake backhands it, covered by their goalie, rebounded and sent in. As Jansky will pick up, I believe, a hat trick there. Puck comes out. Barton brings it into the zone. Tries to get it to Akerson. As Hutch got in front of that one. And then they turn and they're going to send that one down ice. Stain gets back for it. She's going to turn and burn. She's got a head of steam as she comes up the ice. Now across the white line. Has a defense, comes up, takes a shot just a bit outside. Buzzes in front of the tower. Rebounded by Hepner. Now back to Akerson. And Hutch comes out with it and sends it out to neutral ice as Barton races down to the puck. Stang's back already waiting. She's going to pick it up, and we'll get a replay here as Stang brings it around, goes around the player, comes up, has it stolen away. As Barton steals it back, turns, sends it down, and we get a whistle. 6:26 remaining in the second. Hagelin to face off. Puck comes back to Wagner. Wagner trying to get it out of neutral ice into the zone. Bertram comes up and is able to. Hagelin turns, sends it deep into the corner. And now here comes Hutch as she skates up, takes a shot up and over the glove of Peterson. And we got a 4-2 game. Harris sends it up to neutral ice. And we'll get called for offsides. As Rugemer faces off, puck goes over to Jansky. Jansky has it along the boards. Brings it into the zone. Tries to center it to Rugemer. Now to Thielen. Thielen trying to knock it out as the puck's still loose in front of the net. Comes back to Hutch. And Hutch backhands it out of the zone. Garner picks it up. Turns, sends it over to Jansky. Jansky along the boards again. Will bring it into the zone. Over to Rugemer. Back to Jansky. Backhands it to Rugemer. Tries to get a shot deflected. Now up to Thielen. Now backhanded by Jansky. And there's another one. And will be 5-2. As Rugemer faces off, puck comes forward. Now back to Sting. Sting sends it down ice. Jansky gets it back, sends it to Rugemer. Rugemer makes a move, comes in, and there's a goal by Rugemer. And we're up to 6-2. As Barton faces off, puck's going to come down into the zone. As the puck goes into the corner, 4:40 remaining in the second period. Hutch with it, trying to clear it out. Hutch trying to clear it out. As that time to get it out to neutral ice met by Martinka. She's going to come out with it, sends it across over to Hefner. Hefner turns, sends it up to Barton. Barton across the blue line. Now takes a shot, and we get a whistle. As the goalie's looking for where it went, trying to find it. And there it is. 4:04 remaining as the Stars are up 6-2 against Hutchinson. As Barton faces off. Hutch will come out with it. Akerson gets a stick on it. Now Barton gets it, sends one down, and that one's going to go in. As Barton will face off. Or is it Heglin? Heglin faces off. Barton with the goal in the last one, unassisted. Hutch has it now, trying to clear it out of the zone. Bertram backhands it into the zone. Now sent up ice, met by Wagner. Wagner has now turns, brings it into the zone. She'll skate across the blue line. Sends one down, deflected by their goalie. Bertram comes in, is able to send it back in, but Hutch picks it up, and here they come. Turns, sends it down deep, and they'll get icing with 3:05 remaining. Heglin to face off. Puck into the corner, out to Garner. Garner tries to send it down to Hedberg. Hedberg turns, sends one down, has it deflected off the goalie. Now a centering pass is Hedberg got into that one, just missed it. Now Hutch will come up. And they have it at neutral ice. Hutch brings it into the zone. And they just come in and knocked it into the goal. Wasn't much defense that appeared there. I don't know what happened. I couldn't see it too good. But we have a 7-3 game now. As the puck comes across off the faceoff. Yeah, neutralized. Hefner to Rugemer. Rugemer backhands one into the zone. Now comes back out to Stang. Stank sends it across over to Jansky. Jansky brings it into the zone. Turn sends it down deep. Rugemer tries to get to it behind the net, but Hutch comes out with it, and she'll skate up. Tries to get around Stang. Hepner comes over and plucks it away. And Hepner turns and sends it down. Now Rugemer getting in there, centers it out. Stang comes out with it over to Jansky. Jansky back to Hepner. Hepner tries to get a shot, has it deflected into the corner. Rebounded by Jansky. Jansky back to Hepner. Hepner tries to send another one down, and that one's going to get sent down ice. Stang will race down to pick it up. There's a trip. As the puck comes back to Hepner, Hepner tries to send it up ice, and now we'll get a whistle with a penalty for tripping. Which will be a River Lakes power play. It's a minute 5 remaining in the second period. Puck comes back to Sting. Sting turns, sends one down, rebounded by Akerson, and sent home as Peyton Akerson with a goal. Off the rebound, nice job there by Akerson. Forgot to turn the mic on. We'll be into the third period of play here shortly. As we start off the second or third period of play, sorry. Puck comes back, and Paris tries to send it up ice. Gets it back now. Turns, tries to get it back to neutral ice. Picked off by Hutch again. And there's Hutch, turns, sends it into the zone. As Garner finds a slippery spot and went down. Now into the corner. Puck goes towards the center. Knocked away by Hegland. Now picked up by Garner. Garner over to Hedberg. Puck back to the point. Point sends one down, deflected by Garner. Garner gets it out of the zone. And Hutch turns and sends it back down as Paris has it. Turns, brings it out of the net. From behind the net to Bertram. And Hutch is able to keep it back down in the zone. Hegland with it. Trying to get it over to Hedberg. Now the puck comes out. Hutch has it behind the net. Back to Hegland. Hegland backhands it over to Bertram. Bertram tries to send it out of the zone, but picked up by Hutch. And they'll send another one down behind the net. Having some issues trying to clear the zone here. Hutch with it. Comes out. Goes for a centering pass. That one's deflected away. Now over to Hedberg. Hedberg tries to send it across ice over to Bertram. And the puck's at neutral ice again to Hegland. Hegland tries to send it down. Bertram sends it back. As they're going to call a penalty for too many players on the ice, and Hedberg will go into the penalty box. And Hutchinson will go on a power play. Jansky, Hepner, Akerson, and Rugemer on the ice for the Stars. Or Steelan, sorry, not Akerson. Puck comes down behind the net to Jansky. Jansky backhands it into the corner over to Rugemer. Rugemer sends it across to Hepner. And that one's plucked back into the zone, picked up by Thielen. Thielen runs into another player, but the puck sent down ice. Now Hutch. Jansky sends one down from the point. As she's been put back, her and Thielen are on defense. Looks like Hepner and, well, being that we're down a player, Hepner and Rugemer still up there as Rugemer takes a shot and good. And we now have a 9-3 game. As the puck comes out, Hutch brings it into the zone. Takes a shot, stopped by Peterson. Rugemer from Hepner. As Barton will face off, puck goes towards the boards. Hutch turns, sends it behind the net. Rebounded by Akerson. Akerson uses a board, sends it back and around. Now out to their point as Hutch sends one down. Picked up by Akerson. She's going to turn and bring it up ice. Sends it across over to Wagner. Wagner brings it into the zone. Now to Barton. Barton tries to get it back to Wagner. There's a shot just a bit outside. And Wagner comes in, and there's a monkey pile in front of the net. As Barton faces off, puck comes back towards Wagner. Wagner sends it out to Martinka. Martinka sends it down, tries to get to Barton. As Dolly backhands one down. Hutch has it now. Knocks it out of the zone. Wagner getting in there. He's trying to push it up ice. Now Barton comes out with it. Hutch gets it back, sends it to neutral ice again, and here they come up ice. Akerson getting in there and stealing it away. Has it now behind the net, looking for options. Turns, sends it across over to Dolly. Dolly goes around one player, has it deflected up in the air. Hutch gets it back. They're going to come up, and Martinka knocks that one away. Now Barton gets it back to neutral ice. And Hutch gets it back, and they're going to skate into the zone. Knocked down behind the net, picked up by Akerson. She'll send it across over to Bertram. And Hutch sends it back down in the corner with 9:44 remaining. Akerson turns around the back. She's going to skate it out. It goes around two players there. Now across. Brings it into the zone. Backhands it to Hedberg. Hedberg sends one down, deflected. Bertram getting a stick on it. Turns, sends one down, deflected. Into the boards as Garner is able to skate in and keep it in the zone. Hutch trying to clear it out as Heglin's getting in there. Well, that one gets sent out of the zone, but Garner picks it up at neutral ice. She's going to turn, brings it across, now into the zone. She's got a 1-on-2. Around one player comes up, takes a shot, deflected by their goalie. As Stain comes in. And Rugemer. Harrison Garner back on D. Stang getting in there along with Hefner and Rugemer. Blow the whistle. No. As Hutchinson's going to bring it up. That one's going to get sent down. And we'll finally get the whistle. And I believe Stang's going to go to the sin bin for tripping. Wagner to face off. Sends the puck back to Jansky. Jansky tries to skate up, has it stolen away, but Wagner gets it back. Wagner turns, goes around one defender. She's going to skate up, sends it across over to Dolly. Dolly tips it into the zone. Now sent out to Thielen. Thielen from the point sends one down into the corner. 7:18 remaining. Puck out to Jansky. Jansky from the point sends it down into Dolly. That one comes out as Thielen tries to keep it in the zone. That time he's able to. Gets it back to Wagner, but Hutch is there to steal it away again. Goes around Thielen. Now here comes Hutch up the ice. Jansky gets a stick on it, deflects it into the boards. 47 seconds remaining on this penalty kill. Thielen with it, sends it across over to Jansky. Jansky to Dolly. Dolly has it on her skate. Now to Hegland. Hegland's going to turn, brings it into the zone. Hedberg checks on. Now she sends it into the zone. Sent back out. And sends it down deep. 10 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. 6:11 left in the game. As Hedberg sends it to Jansky. Jansky backhands it out into the zone. That one bounces across. Now back out to neutral ice. And Hutch sends it down into the zone. 5:45 remaining, and we're back to full strength. Hutch from their point sends it back down into the corner. Rebounded by Jansky. Loses it. Picked up by Hutch. And that one will sneak out of the zone. Hutch will have to restart. Waits, sends it back down in. Picked up by Thielen. Thielen across ice over to Bertram. Bertram to Hegland. And Hedberg knocks it into neutral ice. Here comes Hutch into the zone. Hefner with a stick on it. Deflects it behind the net. Picked up by Thielen. Thielen clears it out, but as Hutch gets it back and takes a shot, covered up by Peterson. 4:50 remaining, running time. As Rugemer faces off, sends it back to Martinka. Now to Akerson. Akerson sends it up to Stang. Stang goes around one defender. She's got Hefner off to her side. Stang brings it in, has it plucked away though. She gets it back and sends it deep. Hefner's going to pick it up behind the net with 4:16 remaining. Sends it to Rugemer. Rugemer to Stang. Stang backhands one towards the net, has it deflected. Now back to Rugemer. Rugemer to Hefner. And Hutch gets it back, but Hefner's right there to get it back too. Now Hutch gets it back, clears it out of the zone. They'll come across center ice. Now into the zone. As Rugemer will get it back, sends it across over to Stang. Stang brings it into neutral zone. Now into the zone. Stops, looks for options, turns, sends one towards the net. Puck still loose, now sent out towards the boards. 3:33 remaining. As Hutch has it now, Hefner steals it back, turns, sends it down into the zone. And here comes Hutch up ice. Akerson getting down there. Dolly trying to push it up ice. Now Martinka to Wagner. Wagner backhands it to Barton. Barton tries to take off. There should be a penalty, but didn't call it. 2:46 remaining. Now Dolly, or Wagner. And the puck's going to come back out to Martinka. Martinka to Wagner. Wagner tips it into the zone. Now back out to neutral ice. As Paris and Akerson check on for defense. Barton getting a stick in on that one. Now back to Hutch. Hutch tips it into the zone. Deflected by Dolly. Dolly sends it to Barton. Barton's going to bring it into the zone. And sends it into the corner as Bertram checks on and races over there. And Hutch will bring it up ice. Across center ice. Now into the blue line. Comes up, takes a shot just a bit outside. 1:44 remaining. And the puck's out to neutral ice again. Stolen away by Hegland, but then Hutch gets it back. Bertram gets in there and knocks it away. Garner with it. Across the blue line. Now across center ice into the zone. Minutes 16, 15 remaining. As Hutch has it now behind the net. Stolen back by Stang. Stang stops. Puck's loose out front. Now knocked out. Hutch will get it and send it back out to neutral ice. Garner will chase. Garner sends it up ice to Hepner. Hepner from center ice will turn, sends it across. Has it stolen away. And Rugemer comes in, steals it away again. Rugemer will bring it across now into neutral ice. Sends it down deep with 40 seconds remaining. Picks it up, looks for options, sends it to Hepner. Now to Stang. That one will sneak out and Hutch will come out with it. Thielen getting in there, stealing it back, giving it back to Stang. Stang will bring it into the zone, turns, takes a shot just a bit outside. Hepner trying to clear it out of neutral ice. Rugemer getting in there. Now back to Hepner. Hepner takes a shot or a pass. That pops up in the air, and that should end the game. River Lake's taking it 9-3 for the last season game. Again, we'll be back 2 weeks from now, so the 15th of February in Hutchinson for districts. 7 p.m. game. From there, we go to, if we win, it'll be a Sunday 4 o'clock game. I believe is what it had on there. So Hutchinson next weekend at 7 with the bye that we get. We play a late game. So 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from yesterday.